ZOE QUINN somehow making it back into the news, back into the public eye, with this recently released article from Vice. And of all people, it's gotta be Vice. What's up, guys? It's me, Balin. You guys know who I am. I wanted to talk about this because I do have an opinion on this whole Gamergate thing that had happened in the past. But now with Vice doing a news story about that, I wanted to critique Vice in a specific way because the fact is that Vice decided to play the easy route in this thing, and that pisses me off because I like Vice. I like a lot of the stories that they put out there. They have a lot of integrity when it comes to their journalism, but this was a complete pander piece. This was pandering as hard as they fucking could to ZOE QUINN to try to make an interesting video, and you know what? It's biting them in the ass already. Now, I watched the whole story through that Vice ran. If you don't know about the whole ZOE QUINN situation, I'll link you to a couple videos that you can actually get a little informed in, because in my opinion, this is a real big issue with gaming and this whole games media spectrum, because a lot of people do rely heavily on reviews, and I feel like a lot of people brought up a lot of good points when the whole Gamergate controversy was going on, but with this new piece coming out, it's like, why were you not asking questions about Gamergate? Why was this not an active attempt to question the morals, the actual quality and integrity of the person who essentially led the whole fucking problem? Now, my opinion on ZOE QUINN is kind of a mixed one. I don't mind her. I don't feel like she did a really bad thing with the whole Gamergate situation. I feel like, you know, her opening up this real Pandora's box was actually a good thing in the long run. But the problem is that she is the fucking catalyst for the whole problem arising. The very catalyst, the beginning, middle, and end to this whole thing started from this one woman. And the fucking news journalism group, Vice, did not think to maybe ask her questions about the problem that she started. This was all from her. Now, granted, I don't hold ZOE QUINN for a whole Anita Sarkeesian end of Gamergate, because that's a whole fucking different egg that I just... Oh, God, I don't want to talk about that shit. But the point is that throughout this whole thing, I like that they talked about ZOE QUINN being happy, you know, trying to make games, because that's what it should have been in the first place, was like, oh, hey, we got caught up in a scandal. You know what? Let's talk about the scandal. Let's get it out there. Let's let people know about this. Let's lead the forefront of helping, you know, try to take away the corruption in the gaming news and gaming journalism. Let's try to lead this into a good light. But instead, it turned into this whole fucking completely skewed sideways argument about anti-feminism or feminism in gaming, and the whole fucking thing was this whole shit show meant to hide truths and just try to blame somebody else and push everything off of ZOE QUINN, off Anita Sarkeesian, onto somebody else to shift blame. So, you know, you think as a journalism agency, aka Vice, would go, why don't we just report on this? Why don't we get her in a sit down? Oh, well, she didn't agree to do any of that, so let's run the story about her making her new fucking game. No, that's not what real journalism is. You need to investigate. You need to talk to somebody. You need to ask the hard-hitting questions. Don't fucking pander. I don't know what Vice was thinking about this, and I hope it bites them in the ass. Not that much. I mean, I still like Vice, but sometimes they're just jumping on bandwagons because it's going to get them a couple views. It's going to get them some clicks. It's going to be like, oh, well, we're going to be talked about by other news sites or YouTubers because we're all dramatic now all of a sudden. No, that's not why people are tuning into Vice. They don't want to tune into Vice to see the drama. They tune into Vice because they want to see hard-hitting, heavy pieces. We hate, as, you know, consumers, we hate people, like, giving us these little fucking stories, or, like, when, you know, you listen to the news, or they're interviewing, like, presidential candidates, or just any type of government agent or person in the government. You know, we hate seeing people like, oh, well, what's your eventful Sunday? How do you unwind on a Saturday or Friday? It's like, no, we don't give a shit about that. But we have questions. We have really big wants and questions that we need answers to. And you're going, oh, well, we're not going to ask any of those questions. Come on, man. This is bullshit. I'm pissed off that Vice released the article. I mean, the video really itself wasn't the worst thing in the world. I'm glad that at least ZOE QUINN is going back into game development, because, like she said in the video, I will agree with, is that if at least one person, 5 people, 10 people, you know, get some sort of good positive benefit from her games or from what she develops, good on her. That's what games is meant to be. Games are meant to be an escape. You know, I really do like that, and I like that that's, you know, becoming of that. But Gamergate is a huge issue. It's still pressing on about corruption. I mean, you can think about the Team Martin and Pro Syndicate situation where they're fucking scamming people for millions of dollars. This is a big fucking deal, and it's still going on to this day, and still people are getting screwed out of their minds, out of money. You know, we're being lied to day after day by people that we watch on YouTube, or we read online in articles and go to their websites. And not asking these questions, not getting into these articles, not really doing anything heavy-handed, it just shows that you're pandering, and we don't want to subscribe to Vice because they're pandering. Guys, if you like this video or if you have any comments, please write something in the comment section. Leave a like, share this around. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about that. My song recommendation of the day is actually going to be Chris Calico, Talk Up on It. Go check it out. I'll link to that. It'll be in the description. I will see you guys in the next video, and I love all of you.